This week's podcast brought to you by the Beefy Boys, three cool dudes hanging out talking about music, video games, and sports, and anything else that hits our fancy.
Check them out at www.beefyboys.com or on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Yeah. If you love their logo, you can buy their merch, www.cafepress.com/beefyboysmerch1.
And oh, baby, you know you're going to find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Find us on Twitter at Beefy_Boys. And you can find us on Instagram at Official Beefy Boys, because it is official. Make us blue check marked, keep following us, and you can find us on Facebook at the Beefy Boys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Beefy. A good podcast requires a good beer. So that's why I always go to my go-to, Keystone Light. If I'm going to the store, I don't want to buy a 12-pack. I want to go for a legit 15-pack. When I go to a party, I don't take Rainier. I take Keystone Light. And you know what? It tastes so good, I'm going to have it right now. Cheers, folks. Yeah, there's a burp coming in. That's good.
What up, knuckleheads? Welcome to episode 115 of the Beefy Boys Bud Club. I'm Joe, and I'm joined here with Vito.
What's up?
And Christian.
I didn't think Vito was there first.
I know, I'm like, how long ago? There's a cadence to this intro. We've done it like almost 120 times. And I'm like, I'm ready to say, I'm like holding my breath, waiting for his intro. Oh, man.
I gotta change it up every now and then, right?
Yeah. I don't know when I became the de facto host either. We used to rotate. Now I just do it. Well, I know why. It's because we're remote and I have the recording software, so I know when the thing starts, but still.
I mean, even before the thing, like, even before COVID, you would do it because...
and for the same reason. Yeah.
Yeah, for the same reason.
Yeah, to peel back the curtain, I am the engineer and host of this podcast. All right. As in, I'm the one that clicks the button in the garage.
Yes. You're the one in charge.
Hey, man, I've also figured out how to compress the shit out of it so we all sound the same volume, all right?
Hey, nice.
So it sounds like every other podcast on the earth. Compressed to hell. Yeah. Audio stuff. What you been up to, everybody? Christian, we haven't heard from you in a while. Well, we were gone last week. What's new?
Yeah, I was gone last week. Well, God, nothing really. Fuck. Nothing really been going down lately. Just been busy focusing on pretty much like working out, my diet, taking my diet off this weekend because it's fucking blizzard out and all that. I'm at my mom's house, so it's good to take a little bit of time off. But other than that, just doing that and doing the damn thing. Haven't played much video games lately, which sucks, but I'll get back into it.
Yeah, it's Valentine's Day, Vito. Don't forget. Today is Valentine's Day. Say something nice to your loved one.
I always do.
Aw, that's what I say. We don't need a day to be in love. We're always in love.
Yeah.
That's cute. You're cute.
I know.
Oh, yes. Sorry, Christian.
Yeah. Single boys.
A little insensitive to talk about our wives, I guess.
Hey, no, you're part of life, baby.
You remind me. Shout out to my TA Aslan, who every time I mention my wife needs to remind me that he's divorced. Like, I'm aware, man. You have to tell me every time. Oh.
But yeah, man, Valentine's Day, Super Swipe Sunday.
Oh,
I know. I'm living it up.
how's the Tinder been going, or Bumble, or OkCupid, or Plenty of Fish, or Crackler? I made one of those up. Which apps do you use?
I'm primarily only using Tinder at the moment, but
You don't use Bumble? I thought Bumble was the hot one.
no, I don't use Bumble all that much.
I thought Tinder was full of bots.
Is it? I haven't noticed any yet. But is that the word on the street?
I mean, 5 or 8 years ago, whenever I was on Tinder, it was definitely full of bots. Yeah. You get paired with this person that has like one picture, no profile, and it's clearly a robot texting you back. Because they'll like send you messages and they don't really, it seems like they didn't even read your messages, so you start fucking with them. I used to just send them, show me your butthole. I would send that every time. And they would just write back like I had answered their question appropriately. Like, hi, I'm blah blah. What's your name? Show me your butthole. Oh, that's a good name. Okay. Oh.
Such a good name. You're such a cool looking person. Let's hang out.
Yeah, I know. It's not even like a good chat bot. It's not even like a mediocre chat bot. It's like, oh. No, it's like, come to my shady website so I can steal your credit card. You know? Oh.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I'm just glad.
You know what? Now, Valentine's Day is good. Swiping away, so.
There you go.
Not a bad start.
What is your strategy for using those swipe-based apps? How many, like, what do you say is your average time per profile? Do you, like, look at secondary photos and read information, or are you making a snap judgment based on first impression of her appearance?
Usually depends. I mean, if it's okay, it's tough because I would say that I usually go through the first 3 or 4 pictures.
Oh, wow.
But if they're hot, you're obviously getting swiped, even if you know it's like stupid out of your league.
Oh, no way, man.
You're still swiping.
Yeah, I know. When I was on Tinder, it was very much like swipe right as fast as you can. You know, you never swiped left ever. You could sort them out later.
I mean, that's pretty much how it is. But yeah, I have my age range from 23 up, and
you didn't set
pretty
a cap
much
because there's like 50-year-old women on Tinder, you know.
Oh, I know that. My cap's like 47, I think.
Oh, older woman. How old are you now? 26, 25?
26.
Yeah, that's a MILF right there, a cougar right there.
Yeah, cougar range.
Yeah.
Let's get it. Although some of these girls that say they're like 27 fucking look like they're 40, man. It's crazy.
Damn.
I don't understand.
Oh.
Like, holy shit, there's no way you're 27 years old. Hey, I don't know. It blows my mind.
I used to lie about how tall I was, so, you know.
Did you really?
I used to say I was 5'11". Yeah.
No, I put 6 foot, but my bio is pretty fun. I'll tell you what my bio is. My bio just says I can't toss a pizza, but I can toss a salad.
Just getting right to it. I want to lick your butthole. Oh my god.
That's fun.
When you do match with someone, what's your how do you message them? Do you have like a go-to? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I have a go-to question. I always ask them what their useless talent is.
There you go. That's a pretty good one. Oh.
What's their best useless talent?
So, what are the dating population of Seattle's best useless talents? Are there any of them interesting? I'm very curious now.
Some of them are pretty good. This girl last night told me that she could say the alphabet backwards. I was pretty fucking impressed. She said that, and then I've gotten some other good ones, but
I don't know if that's useless.
Like-
Well, I guess it's pretty useless. There's not every day in your life you need to sort things into a reverse alphabetical order.
and then I've gotten folding tongue into a star, all that shit.
Oh, that's weird. I was never good. I was never good at the first message. I would always just say hi or something, you know, exactly what you're not supposed to do. The only time I ever had any success on Tinder would be if I smoked like a huge bowl right beforehand, and I would ask fucking weird ass questions, like just weird, like what's your second favorite breakfast meat? You know, I went on a date with that girl.
Well, at least it's not like generic in body, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to ask weird questions to stick out from the bunch. But I mean, I would say that I have like a 96% respond rate, and I would give it.
That's high. That's high.
I would give it the credit of mostly asking a funny question or saying their name and then asking a question. So you put their name and then you ask the question.
You should
Usually
label this episode Tinder Tips and Tricks. How does one even date right now? You can't go anywhere. Like you can't even really meet up. It's like, oh, let's have a Zoom chat, you know?
Oh yeah, this person matched with me and she was like, "Oh, let's get together and let's have a drink." I'm like, "You know what? Fuck it, let's do it." And so I gave her my phone number and she texted me and we were talking and then all of a sudden she was like, "So let's have like 3 virtual dates and then we can meet up." And I was just like, "Oh no." I was like, "This is gonna work."
Man. Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and fucking Zoom call you 3 different times.
All right, maybe you can
I won't
see
even Zoom call you once.
I Zoom call every day. I don't hate Zoom calls like a lot of people do. I'm on Zoom multiple hours every day, man.
I got my first nudes from this person from Mississippi, of all places.
What sort of range filter do you have on this thing?
Dude, I have a 30-mile range thing.
Yeah.
And I was drunk and I was swiping like a lunatic. And then when I woke up on like a Saturday or Sunday, whatever day it was that I matched with her, but I saw that she matched and I was like, all right, we'll talk. And I click on her profile. She was like 3,000 miles away. I'm like, the fuck?
Maybe she had been in Seattle for the weekend or something.
We had ultimately talked for like a week. And then on Friday, when we went to Snoqualmie Casino, we go in and I received like 2 ginormous titties on. I was thrilled. I got 2 huge titty pics and then I fucking won $200 on roulette.
Nice.
That's what you call a fucking great Friday night.
Man.
But it's fun, man. I'm just out here shooting the shit, having fun. I'm not being disrespectful, you know, but
yeah, you're not just sending show me your butthole or whatever.
No, I'm not sending that.
Send nudes. Well, fuck you. Like Jesus.
There was one couple that was on there, and their bio was no, my buff husband doesn't want to touch your wee wee. And somehow we matched. So I sent a text and I said, no pee-pee touch, no deal. And they fucking unmatched me. Like immediately they were gone.
Oh my God. Weird.
It It was fucking hilarious, man. I was like, no pee-pee touch, no deal from the buff husband.
Weird. My sister Renee met Tim on a dating app on OkCupid. I think Jessica has a boyfriend now. Surprise! I think they met on the dating app too. So they do work.
Oh.
They do work. I met my wife at work like a normal person. Just kidding. Like an old person is what I should say. Oh. Vito, where did you and Jane meet? I heard the story once or twice. I can't remember though.
Yeah, we met at the QC in the U Village because she worked there, and I worked in the Einsteins that was inside the building.
Okay, so kind of at work. You worked at different stalls at the mall, basically.
Basically, yeah.
But yeah, it's been hey man, it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been wild, you know.
Yeah, I mean, when you spend like 90% of your life at work, it's easier to find people at work than it is anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
The good old 40-hour work week.
Yeah. 40, sure.
Well, I mean, I worked more than 40.
Exactly.
Still, even at just 40, it still sucks.
I work like 20 hours a week. It's glorious.
That's amazing.
Well, I guess it's 9 to 3. So what is that? 6 hours a day. So that's a 30-hour week. Well, plus a lunch break.
Yeah, I mean, like working at a school is probably a really good gig.
I also have unlimited PTO, and I have a ton of baked-in time off anyway. Like I have Monday off for no reason, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got Monday off, baby.
Yeah, my gig's not too bad either because I got 4 10s. So even though I'm still 40 hours, I
there
still
you
get
go.
off.
Yeah. Plus, like, I don't want to get into like the politics of whether or not for-profit colleges should exist, but working for one, this is the first time I've ever worked for like a large corporation. Like our CEO was on CNBC on Friday, so like they're giving me a bonus just because we did so well last year. They gave us stock options last year, like. So
nice.
Like, they just give us free money on top of the salary. It's like, Jesus, damn. I understand why people like working for corporate America if it's like this. Jesus. Yeah, when I was working as a federal government contractor, I wasn't getting no fucking bonuses. I wasn't even getting health insurance.
Yep.
I had injury coverage while I was on the boat, but if I got sick at home, I was fucked.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Oh, I just got a match. Let's see what we got.
No.
I don't know. We're live on air, baby. I'm super.
You tell her you've got a really popular podcast with like 3 viewers.
You really should have it in your Tinder bio.
Yeah, if anything, it'll get us more views.
I've already got something retarded in my bio. I've already got a Dragons defensive tackle put in my bio.
Maybe that's why. Wait, you're claiming you're a Seattle Dragons defensive tackle?
I was a Seattle Dragons defensive tackle. And you know what's funny is it's so dumb it works.
You know,
it's so dumb it works. You know why? Because it's a conversation. It's a conversation starter. Yeah. People are like, "What the fuck? What the fuck is a Dragons defensive tackle?" Like, well, you know, look them up. Support
XFL.
the brand. Catch me in the promo for 2022.
The fan-controlled football league started this weekend, Christian. I don't know if you tuned in on Twitch at all.
I saw some highlights. I saw Johnny Manziel run a touchdown in.
Well, the Wild Aces won.
And then I also saw
team. Shout out to the Wild Aces.
And then I also saw Marshawn Lynch's commentary.
Oh.
Talking about how he's gonna eat fresh berries and have a really healthy shit before he goes and runs 200 yards on a 50-yard field.
Oh my God. I didn't watch the game. I was busy watching, C-SPAN, but
I didn't catch the game either. I don't even know how to watch it. Do you have to watch it on fucking
Twitch? Yeah.
Yeah,
but you can like interact with it though. You can call the plays and stuff, man.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid, but like Madden with real players. Get out of here. Oh man, Jesus. Cough.
So
cough.
what other dating sites is there? I'm like not too familiar with all the.
There's Tinder and Bumble are really your big ones, yeah.
Yeah, those are the biggest ones. Hinge
I don't even know one that was big like 5 years ago. It was a little more selective, and what are some of the other ones? Okay, Cupid. That's what Renee met her boyfriend on. Plenty of Fish. That's Jessica's favorite. It's very popular in Europe.
We need to have a crossover episode where we talk about fucking dating.
I should ask them because they would love that.
I honestly think it would be fun because we need the woman's opinion, because you got the guy's opinion, which is obviously if you're hot, you're getting swiped. If you're not, see ya.
It's basically hotornot.com.
It's the same fucking thing with women. I'm sure they look at all the guys and they say, oh, well, if you're hot, then yeah, you're getting swiped. And if you're not, if you're 6'5" and you have a great body, I'm swiping on you, even though I'm 5'1" and I'm
I don't know, man. My old roommate, Adrian, shout out. We were both on Tinder at the same time. And I matched with her just as a joke because Seattle is like, my joke is that Seattle is a small town pretending to be a big city. So, like, I guarantee, Christian, if you know, like, some woman who's in your age range and area, you're eventually going to see her on Tinder. Like, it's just, if she's single.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, any person that I see that I've known or that I've met in person, I super like them because it's fun.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, because it's like, oh, hey.
Yeah, it's fun. Because then they're it's a conversation starter, and then you never know.
Yeah,
you can
but she showed me what it was like for her on Tinder, and pretty much, if she swiped right, it was a match because she had so many matches waiting for her, so she had to be extremely selective.
I bet, man. I bet.
Yeah, we should get my sisters on for a Tinder special. They use dating apps more than anyone I know. Tim could help you out too.
Yeah, it could be some more tips and tricks. Because honestly, it's pretty much just at this point, it's pretty much just having fun and shooting the shit and having conversation. Because I'm obviously not looking for a fucking relationship.
A lot of you just got out of one in the middle of a pandemic, right?
Yeah, and I'm also not like okay, so I'm a douche, but I'm not like a disgusting douche. I'm not like, let's fucking go bang. But it's like, I'm gonna chat you up. I'm like that T.I. song, man. I'm a flirt. Oh well, that's got R. Kelly, and I don't want to compare myself to R. Kelly. I don't want to compare myself to him.
I don't think I have the mental capacity for a one night stand. Anytime it's always happened, I've just ended up dating the woman. So, yeah. Or marrying her in that other case.
Guys will pretty much swipe on whatever's in their, I call them tax brackets, right? Because each guy's got a different tax bracket. So you've got your middle class, you've got your low class, you've got your high class. The one thing I noticed about guys is you'll primarily swipe on low class, middle class, but there is no shame in swiping nothing but high class bitches too. And
Jesus Christ.
And the crazy thing about girls on dating sites is that they're competing with high tax
high tax bracket. So you got low bracket and, medium tax brackets fucking competing with the top dogs. Like they're competing with the hottest girls on Tinder at the same time for the 10% of hot guys. So it's like dudes will do anything inside or outside of their tax bracket. It seems like more so 80% of women are fighting for 10% of men, which is like a wild stat.
There's like research to back up your idea. So the way I've always heard it put is, whatever number of attractiveness you think you are on a scale of 1 to 10, then your ideal partner is within 1 or 2 digits of that number. So if you think you're a 7, then your range is 5 through 9. Anything less than that, you're going to constantly be thinking I can do better than her. And anything greater than that, you're going to be worried you're not good enough for. So it's really more about your own confidence in your own attractiveness than anything else. But that's what the research says.
It's all about confidence, man. It's all about confidence. Because I've been drunk and I've swiped on low class bracket and we've matched, and I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll send them a message just because why not? Fuck it. But if they can hold a conversation, man, I'll tell you, if you can hold a conversation and you're confident in yourself and you're funny and you're not like a drag or a bore, then it raises your value.
It
raises
your value. That's a good way to look at it. Yeah. As a married man, I can tell you, like, do I think my wife is hot? Yeah, but we spend a lot more time just hanging out than we do hanging out, if you will.
Talking and bullshit. Banging it out is for like the first 6 months where you're just literally, you're like a fucking rabbit. You're just banging away and pulling hamstrings and shit.
Getting Charlie horses, yeah.
Charlie horses. Fucking taking a giant water bottle to bed, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, damn. But so I went to the store to buy a box of Jimmy's, and I apologize to the female listeners.
Whatever.
If this whole episode's been inappropriate, I mean, whatever.
Borderline misogynistic, yeah, whatever. It's cool.
It is what it is. It's But so I go to the store to buy a box of Jimmy's, and just to have because you don't want to be the guy that's. You go out to get drinks, and then all of a sudden you're like, all right, let's go back to my place. I got to stop at the Shell and buy a big box of condoms first.
I buy them on Amazon, so I don't have to deal with the shame of the store clerks. But
yeah, so I fucking go in and I look at the box, and it's like six condoms for like $13.
Oh yeah, they're expensive.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this is why people are getting so many STDs, because I'm not gonna pay for this shit. So I leave. And I go home, and I get on Amazon Prime, and I find a fucking box of 36 for $12. I'm like,
exactly.
See, that's what I'm talking about. And they delivered it to the fucking front door, shame free.
And you don't have to interact with someone who looks at you shamefully,
It's so funny because,
like I said, go ahead.
Condoms are a good thing to have, but when you're buying them, you feel so fucking shitty. You feel so scummy because it's usually at late at night or early in the morning, like when you have to buy them. It's like, oh, Lordy. Might as well just have them at home.
Because I've been in that situation when I was in college where you described we have to stop at the 7-Eleven on the way home. And, the clerk, you can tell, is just judging you and the person you're with so harshly. It's like, get out of here. It's 2 a.m. in a college town at 7-Eleven. What do you think is happening here? I don't like it. The one time I didn't feel judged buying condoms was when I was at a sex shop. So maybe that's the trick.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you're at a sex shop, I mean, yeah.
Or just be prepared, man.
You're at a sex shop for a reason,
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I've never been I've never been in a sex shop.
Ever?
You know, weird. No, never. Isn't
I've
that
only
weird?
been in to buy gag gifts.
I could see the gag gifts, but you can buy that shit at like Spencer's Gifts. So I just never went into a sex shop ever.
Yeah. I've actually been in
But-
a sex shop in Seattle with someone we all know to buy a gag gift. So there you go. I'll tell you off air who it was.
Yeah, I'm excited
think
to hear
about
who it was. Beep the name out off air.
Oh, too funny. Too funny.
Oh,
It's
man.
really snowing here. Like crazy snow.
No, it's fucking dumping outside. I'm looking outside, and it's literally the rooftop across from us. So it's so windy here. It's so windy and cold here in North Bend that snow's not sticking to like the roof or the roads. The roads are fucked. They're just pure ice.
Yeah.
But it's so windy that the snow's not even sticking on roofs or roads. It's just blowing into people's like patios, and so right outside the back door going to the backyard is like it's like 5 to 6 inches on the door itself of snow, and then behind it is like a solid foot because it's all just blown in. So we took the dogs out yesterday, and they're little Shih Tzus, and they go running out, and they jump in, and they just immediately get stuck. They're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is this?"
That reminds me. I grew up in like the Appalachian foothills in northwestern New Jersey, like the most rural part in Sussex County for all you New Jersey listeners. And in 1994 or 96, I guess it must have been, we had two huge blizzards in Jersey, 94 and 96. 94 was much bigger. So I guess it was 94. We had like literally feet, like 3 feet of snow. And we went out to play in it. And we realized Renee, who was 4 at the time, the snow was taller than her. So we weren't allowed to play in it because we would have lost our sister.
That's funny.
It also wasn't fun. You couldn't sled in it. Your sled would just immediately crunch down a foot of snow, and it's like, well, great.
Yeah, I remember back when I was in Big Bear, California, up on the mountain. It would snow 3 feet fairly frequently during the winter, and my dogs, they would just like foomp, disappear into the snow and then swoosh like up out of the snow like a freaking serpent coiling through the water or something.
Yeah, like a shark, like a land shark.
Yeah, basically like a land shark. Yeah.
So funny. So Tim cut me deep this weekend because I was posting a lot of political stuff when the impeachment vote was happening, and then I posted how much it snowed. So I'm on this tangent how I'm becoming an old man. So Tim's pointed out like he basically broke it down point by point on why I'm an old man. I'm like, Joe, you get excited about birds. You post about politics. You talk about being surprised by snow. You're an old man. Oh my God. I am an old man. It just happens one day. It just happens one day, Christian. One day soon, you're going to get your first ever multi-day hangover, and then you're going to be like, ooh.
No, oh no, I'm fucking dying from hangovers now, man. Like, literally dying. Like, okay, so when we have long weekends and we fucking bender it up, because we don't drink during the week, but on the weekends we'll fucking bender. And Sunday will roll around, and I'm like, okay, Sunday's my hangover day. I'll take a hangover on Sunday and just chill out and fucking get my shit back together. I'll wake up on Monday, and I will feel worse than I did on Sunday, and I'll have to go to work all day with like a nasty-ass hangover, wearing a fucking button-up, sweating to the gills, and my sweat smells like pure tequila or vodka, whatever I chose to drink.
Gross. Yeah. I haven't had any drinks in the year 2021, actually. I was talking to my wife about this the other day. Huh. That's cool. Well, so that's not true, but because I had like 3 beers left over on New Year's Day, so I drank those. But since then, I haven't had any beers.
I haven't drank beer in probably 2.5 months.
Well, I haven't had any alcohol, let's say.
That's different.
Yeah,
I
that was the
drank a
joke
whole
my
fifth
wife
of
made
tequila.
too. She's like, I haven't had any beer in like 10 years. I'm like, okay.
Last week on Friday, I drank a fucking entire fifth of tequila and died.
Yeah.
Literally fucking died. I woke up on Saturday at 9:00 for my 9:15 haircut with an empty fucking bottle of Jose Cuervo Silver on my nightstand next to my bed.
Look,
I was in all my clothes. I was in my jeans, my shoes. Oh man, it was a fucking mess. Benji's like looking at me all fucking concerned. I'm like, it's gonna be okay, buddy. I'm like, it's gonna be all right. I had to go get my hair cut. I smelled like booze. Good times.
Stick to like vodka and gin, clear liquors with soda water as a mixer. That'll reduce your hangovers.
That's usually what I usually will drink tequila and soda water or vodka sodas.
Gross. It's all about gin and soda, man. That was my drink when I was drinking cocktails.
I don't mind gin. I don't mind gin at all. But tequila's, I don't know. There's just something about tequila that I can't get over.
Ugh, tequila
I used to hate it. I used to despise tequila. I think it was just because I never really drank it.
When Fireball was first blowing up, I got offered a test new liquor. Someone had made a cinnamon tequila. So we all drank it. I immediately ran to the bar and barfed in the urinal.
Yeah,
ran to the bathroom.
I believe it. I would do
it was
the
the grossest
thing too.
thing I
despise Fireball. I hate Fireball. It's one of the worst things on earth.
I really can't. I have like an aversion to cinnamon. I don't know if I ever told this story on the air, but like the first time I got drunk in college. So, when you're like 18 and you drink whatever you can find, we were drinking cinnamon schnapps and Smirnoff Ice. That's what we had. And yeah, we would mix them together. It tasted delicious. But the next day, like, you're hungover as shit and your throat's burning from all the cinnamon. So like every time you barf, it tastes like cinnamon. I could never drink cinnamon beverages again after that. The first time I ever got drunk, this is a true story. I was like 19. I was in college. The first thing I did, I called my mom. And do you know what she said? I don't know if she remembers this, but do you know what she said to me? She said, "Don't call me the first time you have sex."
That's funny.
Oh,
That's a true story.
That would have been funny.
20 years ago.
So hopefully you clapped cheeks and you stepped out the bed. You were like, I gotta step out really quick. Step out of the bed.
Just call my mom. Hello? Oh, man.
We need to talk. No, I showed my mom the nudes I received the other day. She was pissed.
She was pissed?
She was pissed.
Oh, my God.
Don't fucking show me that. I don't want to fucking see that. I'm like, I'm dying. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun.
That's weird.
That's funny.
But we had a crack up. But oh man, hangovers now are so scary. I'm scared of hangovers. Like when I'm like spinning in my bed, I just think about how terrible my hangover is gonna be. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No. And I'll drink water like all night long. It doesn't matter how much I hydrate. It doesn't matter how much I drink. I'm hungover the next day, no matter what.
Yep. I hear you. The only way I could avoid it is if I stayed up late enough so I wouldn't get a hangover. Plus, like, the part about it that would get me, it wasn't so much the physical symptoms. Like, I could handle the nausea and everything. But first of all, if I had a hangover, I can't sleep. Like, I'll wake up, if we go to bed at 2, I'll wake up at 5. You know? It's just like, I'm up now, you know? So you're exhausted all day. Plus, like, it was the mental. It was like the anxiety, the fucking, like, depression, and I'm such a piece of shit, like mental anguish that would get to me. And I'm like, dude, this is obviously the hangover talking, all right? You'll feel fine tomorrow.
The come down. Yeah, it's the come down, man. When you're coming down off of like a fucking strong night of boozing, you feel, or even like, so when we went to Cabo, I mean, you're thinking about all the fucking drugs and alcohol we're pumping into our system, and I come home after just pumping countless amounts of alcohol, and I mean, fuck, man. I get back home and I literally had to just like look at myself in the mirror and just say like, "You are a piece of shit." Like, you're a piece of shit. But the next day, well, after like 2 days of like severe come down, I came to my senses and I was like, you know what? You're okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like, you are all right. But yeah, man, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So that it's just like, oh, it's making my stomach turn right now, and I'm not even hungover.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's just change topics a little bit since we have 40 minutes on relationships and hangovers. We got to talk about the Super Bowl, Christian. We got to talk about the Super Bowl.
I hate to say it, I told you so. I knew it. I knew it.
Did you not know
that Tom Brady? Did you not know that Tom Brady was going to win the Super Bowl?
No, I knew it, and that's what I wanted to have happen because, like I said, I really can't stand Andy Reid. You know, I think he's the most overrated coach. He was coach of the Eagles for a long time, and he never was any good. Donovan McNabb was the most overrated quarterback. My uncle pointed this out one time, and I could never unsee it. Donovan McNabb was incapable of completing a pass outside of the hash marks. He could not complete a pass on the sidelines. Like, it would be nowhere near the receiver. So that's just the way we played them all the time. Like, oh. Plus, like, you know, he's been terrible at clock management his whole life. You know, I just don't like him. He's been pretty bad at clock management. Yeah, he's always been terrible. He looks like a creepy uncle who was like, you know, offers to take your daughter to gymnastics. Like, no, I'm not letting that happen, creepy uncle. Oh, Andy. No, that's just rude. Just because he wears big, goofy Hawaiian shirts on the side. And he has a mustache. Yeah. He's a creepy-ass mustache, man. He's not a creep. He's not a creepy looking dude. My favorite prop bet for the Super Bowl is which coach will be shown wearing their mask incorrectly first. Because Andy Reid is a doofus and Bruce Arians is like 1,000 years old. Oh man. I was really surprised at, you know, the strength of Tampa Bay's defense when they're all healthy. Yeah. Like, yeah, that was an all-healthy Tampa Bay defense game, and they were like fucking insane. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I always liked JPP, and you know we have the personal connection to Vita, so yeah, I wanted them to win because of Vita Vea. Although he didn't do much, he was easy to spot because he's twice as big as anybody else on the field. Yeah, here comes that big fucking dude. But he didn't make any sacks or anything. Although I do have to give Mahomes respect. That was one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen. When, you know, he's like a Madden quarterback in real life. He's sprinting sideways, throwing across his body and hits his receiver directly in the fucking face. Like, it's not his fault that these balls are bouncing off their face mask, man. Like, yeah. That throw he did when he's like diving sideways, he's completely parallel to the ground, and he still throws it 30 yards down. I feel like, how is that? Are you a robot? Like, Jesus.
That was really impressive, man. When he was on his way down to the ground and tossed that ball, that was just insane.
I don't think I could get that to go to 10 feet. He got it to go 90. I mean,
we should go out in the football field and see how far we can do that.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. Body completely parallel to the ground, like a few inches above it, and you throw. It was insane. But
hey, all I'm hoping for is that we get our annual turkey bowl back next year. That's what I'm hoping for. That's
hopefully everything will be good by then. Cases are going down finally, although now they're worried about when the weather's not shitty, everything picking back up. But hopefully the vaccine plan can get rolled out soon.
They've been rolling it out pretty fucking hefty, haven't they?
I don't know, man. I put my information into the Washington tool like every so often, and like we're nowhere near available for a vaccine shot yet. You know.
So they said the first one doesn't really do much, but the second one kind of gives you a few different symptoms. Is that kind of what you've been hearing?
That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
I mean, it's just like a flu shot. I mean,
yeah, but it's like a bad reaction to a flu shot. Like I'm hearing like young, healthy adults who are like knocked out for the whole day. You know, not knocked out, but like just like flu-like symptoms for the day, which is not fun. You know, but.
Yeah, you
definitely better than having corona.
You definitely want to take off a couple of days after you get it.
Yeah. Yeah,
because, the way that I see it is I work in retail, so if they give us the opportunity to take it, it's just kind of like, well, why wouldn't I just do it? Yeah. I don't really want to, but I mean, if it's free and work is taking care of it for me and they'll give me a couple days off, yeah, I'll do it.
Have they pressured you at all to just lie so you can get it? Because I've been hearing people I know, like employers, are trying to convince them to just go get it. Just lie. Just say you have diabetes and asthma or something so they'll give it to you. Like, no, I'm not going to do that, man.
No pressure.
The other day, this is how... this joke is for Vito. I'm a lawful good person in real life. All right. I took my wife we had to go to the bank, and I parked on the street, and it was pay parking. And even though she was going to be in there for 5 minutes, I paid 5 minutes of parking. It cost 4 cents. I paid 4 cents to park on my phone. I wasn't not going to pay. Like, that's how much of a fucking lawful good person is. I've literally never double parked or parked illegally. I've never even stopped with my flashers on anywhere. I just, not going to do it. I follow the fucking rules. I'm not going to lie so I can get the coronavirus vaccine earlier than is my turn. All right? I definitely know people who have, but... I'm not going to. I'm sure you guys too, You guys get the social media that's just people's vaccine cards. It's like, you're like 28 and have no health conditions. How the hell did you get this vaccine?
Probably healthcare workers, maybe.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm going to be getting it.
Yeah, well, you're a healthcare worker, though,
Yeah.
Do you have an appointment yet?
Not yet. I need to have insurance information so that they can create my account.
Yeah. Are you getting it from your employer?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I was going to ask if you had a primary care physician, because I do not, which is just going to make it more of a...
but I'm just going to be getting it through my employee health or whatever.
Mm-hmm. It's like your friends at work giving you the shots, I told you guys when we got our flu shots, it was on Halloween at the Safeway, so a cartoon witch gave us our flu shots.
I remember that,
Too funny.
That's fun.
I've had sea shanties in my head all day.
Yeah.
Christian, Madden 21 is $30 on PSN right now. Should I get it?
Madden 21?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. No.
So is
Boycott it.
FIFA 21 and what's the other one? 21.
Boycott it.
NHL. Boycott it. Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing.
Boycott it.
It's
They
not like
to
I
lose
need
their
more
rights,
games
man.
to play either. Did you hear this story that the NFL is encouraging? They're trying to expand their video game market, so they launched a contest. They're calling it the NFL Game Jam. They're looking for so a game jam. Do you know what a hackathon is or anything like that? Okay, it's basically a coding competition wherein you're given a set amount of time to create a new app, and then you have to present it to a panel of judges, and they judge you based on its merits of, you know, how viable is this business, how unique is this app, et cetera, et cetera. And then there's like prizes you can win and shit. So for a hackathon, typically this is like a long weekend. Like Friday night, you'll give them the prompt, and Sunday afternoon, you have to present the thing, right? I've been to a number of these. I've won a handful. Not to brag, but I'm a pretty good coder. Anyway, the NFL is doing one of these. In the video game world, they call them game jams. It's basically the same thing. And it's over the course of a few months, and they're trying to get people to build the mobile games. But the one stipulation, you can do anything you want with NFL license, except you cannot make a simulation-style game because EA Sports has the exclusive license to that.
See, and that makes me sick.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you, EA. That's all I gotta say.
The one that gets me, you know, so MLB The Show is a PlayStation developed game and has been the only baseball sim for a long time, but there's no exclusivity on that. Just no one else wants to make one because it's too good and they're not going to sell. So MLB has forced Sony, if they want to keep making this game, to release it on all platforms. So now you can buy MLB The Show, which is a game developed by PlayStation, on Xbox, which is just weird. The cats are wrestling each other on top of a bookcase. I really prefer when they do that on the floor, but, you know, it's cool.
Cats fucking shit up. God damn it. Did I lose you guys?
No, we're here. Can you hear us? Distracted by my cats. I'm trying to make sure I don't have to break this up, but no, it's play.
I can hear you now. I can hear you guys. I lost you guys for like 10 seconds. But yeah, man, just over here shooting shit in North Bend.
Yeah.
Fucking slept on the couch. Haven't done that in a while. Pretty fun.
You're going to get snowed in now, huh? When are you going home?
Oh, yeah.
I guess you don't have to work Monday, I assume.
Well, yeah, we don't work Monday. We're going home later tonight, but we rode in my brother's car, and he's got a all-wheel drive, like, brand new Mercedes SUV, and it just literally fucking tears through snow.
All right. You got chains? I guess you don't actually have to go over the pass in North Bend, do you? You're in the
no pass.
hills.
No pass.
Yeah.
No pass.
Yeah. That's another thing. So we were having this discussion the other day because Ara's been watching, like, another sign that we're old people. Ara has been on a 2020 marathon, just watching old episodes of 2020. And there was one about the California wildfires. And I'm trying to explain how, like, my East Coast family doesn't understand wildfires. Like, you know, they don't think that's a real natural disaster. It's like, it's just like, because when I was a kid growing up, you picture a forest fire, you think like, oh, like a like 2 trees are on fire. It's like, no.
Right.
This is a fire so big that it blots out the sun. I mean, like, it was raining ash a few summers ago. Like, this is like a ridiculously big fire. Like, you can't even fathom how big this fire is, you know? Anyway, that's the other thing, is this idea of like mountain passes, because we like with the Appalachian Mountains on the East Coast they're not like the mountains out here, you know? They're like old and tiny, and you don't even have to think about driving through them in winter. It's not like a thing. So,
Right.
the first time I drove through Stevens Pass, I was terrified. I'm like, oh my God. This is scary as shit.
Yeah, it's no fucking joke, man.
Yeah.
Like Snoqualmie or Stevens. Oh man.
Yeah. It wasn't even that
Fuck
snowy.
Stevens.
I mean, there was plenty of snow, but like, you know, I didn't even need chains. But I was still scared. We were just going to Leavenworth, man. All right. That's about all I got. As far as what I've been playing, I finished Trails of Cold Steel, a.k.a. School Boobs 3. And then I got that new Mario game, 3D World. It's pretty good. I beat it in 2 days, but there's lots of bonus worlds. That's like the way those 2D Mario games are now. It's really easy to beat the main campaign, and then the challenge comes in the bonus levels and trying to get all the like stars and stuff. So that one's pretty fun. There's a power up, a like furry bell that turns you into a cat. So it's pretty ridiculous to be running around as Cat Mario. And then I started playing Judgment, which is by the team that made Yakuza, but it's like a detective style game. So you have to like investigate crime scenes and interview witnesses and stuff.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Right now there's a serial killer who kills people by gouging their eyes out. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this guy. Yeah, it's very intriguing. And the police are blaming somewhat the wrong guy. The police don't want to admit that it's a serial killer, so they're pinning one of the crimes on this guy. And I'm trying to spring him from jail. So, yeah, pretty interesting little game. Of course, it's a Yakuza game, so I got, caught up doing like weird mini games. Like they have all the classic Sega arcade games available. So I was just playing like Space Harrier and Puyo Puyo for an hour yesterday, and I spent 90 minutes playing Mahjong. I really got to get back to this murder case, but nah. Kitten. So, time for weekly cat chat, because my cat's being crazy right now. My cat Bahamut has started doing this thing where I sit in these, they call them like executive style chairs, these like high back desk chairs. She likes to leap from the back to the top of the headrest while I'm sitting in it, right? Which,
oh yeah, same with our cat.
Does it scare the shit out of you? Because it scares the shit out of me every time. Like, I feel like, did I just fall over? I'm like, no, the cat just leapt to the top of the chair.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, cats.
She did it while I was, like, in the middle of class the other day, and, like, it very much showed up on camera. Like,
funny.
yes, you can all laugh about the cat for a second. Okay. Oh. Literally, I was giving a speech about how impressed I was by their project work, and then the cat just, like, appears on my shoulder. Like, oh. What adorable dork.
So I've got a couple of ideas locked in the chambers, fellas. Work with me here. So we gotta let's get your sisters on next week. Let's do a crossover. Let's do a Tinder special. And, we'll just go over
that's what this episode was.
We need the female perspective. Yeah,
true.
Perspective. So we're gonna get the biggest stereotypes on profiles, bios, pictures for each, for guys and girls. We'll get the biggest stereotypes and the biggest, like,
I guess the biggest reasons to swipe right and the biggest reasons to swipe left. I'll work on.
I don't know anything about any of this stuff, so I'll leave.
Were you ever on Tinder or Bumble or OkCupid?
No, none of that stuff except for I guess OkCupid was out.
Yeah.
I think I remember OkCupid being like a website.
It was a website before it was an app.
But I think
I've never been on it. I've never been on this shit until like a month ago. So like,
but you were familiar. You were adjacent to it at least because you had Mark and you were swiping for him and stuff.
But yeah, no, I haven't looked down at any of this stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen some memes though, but it's been a while since I've seen any of those memes.
Well, it's not a great time to date. You know, it's like cuffing season extreme, as we said the other day, a few weeks ago. All right. Well, we're like right at it. Cuffing season. It's I believe it's short for handcuffing. So to explain team lingo
I
to
think
Vito,
you told me about that like last week or something too. Yeah,
it was a few weeks ago. Yeah. It's basically the winter where you want, instead of just trying to sow your wild oats, if you will, you want to settle down for the winter time because it's sad and cold outside, and you don't want to have to meet up with strangers.
Cuff them up.
Then in the spring you can break up once you're ready to go outside again.
Jesus.
Another idea I have was we need to do top 10 theme songs in TV series.
Okay.
Because there's
That's so random.
But hey, it's random. But can you not help? Can you not figure that out though?
No, I could. Yeah.
I'd probably have to dip into my animes in order to get enough.
That's fine. You got to catch them all, Vito.
I think we should, and obviously if your sisters in the Deerfoot or Deer Feet or Camel Toe Twins or whatever the fuck it's called.
It's the Deer.
You can tell them
Foot. Deer Feet.
You can tell them that we can join. We can do the Tinder special, but to bring their theme songs, best series theme songs. Everybody will bring 2.
Okay, just 2? I can do 2. I can do 2 right now. Bing, bang, bong. What are you going to do with something like WandaVision, where every episode has a different theme song?
I wouldn't count it. It's got to be like a consistent theme song.
Yeah.
Same for, it can't change in the second season.
What?
Oh, so then I can't do any anime.
You're cutting off Boy Meets World then, because they had 2 distinct theme songs.
Literally, it's like an anime thing to do a new song every season.
Well, then, then that might have been
What if you just have to pick one of them? You're like, this particular theme.
The particular song.
You can't bring Yeah, now you guys are speaking my language.
Oh, you're cutting it down
season
to
1
2,
opening for this. Yeah. I mean, I've literally liked anime songs so much sometimes, like they're so good sometimes, that I've actually like downloaded them and listened to them.
Would you ever go to like an anime theme song orchestral performance like they did for Final Fantasy?
I mean, if it was Final Fantasy, I probably would.
You didn't hear? I think they did it for Final Fantasy 14. It was called Worlds Apart. It was like a traveling.
I watched it
orchestra.
Actually. I watched
yeah.
Yeah, I watched a video.
It's weird. Like, yeah, that's Final Fantasy music. That's different. Oh.
Dude, I fucking love the orchestral versions of the Final Fantasy music.
Yeah. I gotta sneeze.
Today was fun. This was a fun episode. We snowed in. We got a little offensive there for a little bit. Hey, it's all fun. It's
part of our
what the
charm.
Beefy Boys. What the Beefy Boys is all about. It feels like an in-person episode, if you will.
If we can get my sisters on, then I'll toss a quiz at us because I've been percolating on bringing us a quiz. I got a good one for you.
Yeah, we got to get them back.
I heard a good trivia question the other day, by the way. If you want a quick quiz, since it is Valentine's Day today.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So just, again, buzz in by shouting your name. That's how you're going to buzz in. So Vito, you say Vito, and Christian, you say Christian. Christian, don't just answer the fucking question this time. Okay. You know those little candy hearts that are popular at Valentine's Day? What is their official name?
Christian.
Yeah.
Sweethearts.
No.
Shit.
Those are not the traditional ones made by the Necco company, no. Vito, do you know?
No.
Surprising how few people know this. They're called conversation hearts.
What?
Yeah,
You didn't know that? Yeah. Those little, like, chalk flavored hearts with the messages on them, like be mine or email me or whatever.
Chalk flavored hearts.
Conversation hearts. What's that?
I thought those were the brand of that was Sweethearts.
No, Sweethearts does a knockoff that has like actual tart flavors, but the original, the chalky ones, are from
funny.
Necco. Yeah. And they're called
I've never had the other
conversation
kind.
hearts. Conversation hearts.
I've only ever had the
All
Sweethearts.
right, we can continue this. I have one more. The character of Cupid is a actual Roman god. What is his mother's name?
Christian.
Yeah.
Athena.
I probably would have
No,
known at some
incorrect.
point in my life.
Athena's a
probably more in
Greek
middle
god.
school. Yeah.
Cupid is the daughter of the Venus, the goddess of love in the Roman tradition.
Ah.
Or the
Makes
son,
sense.
rather. The son of Venus. And he would literally shoot people with his arrow and they would fall in love.
Mm-hmm.
And the Greek equivalent, because of course they had the same pantheon just with different
Yeah.
names for everything, is Eros. Eros, E-R-O-S, is the Greek equivalent of Cupid.
Yeah, now the only thing that happens if we get shot with a fucking arrow is we die.
No, see, that's something that video games have taught you, because in real medieval warfare, one arrow does not immediately kill a person.
Oh, it doesn't immediately kill you, but fuck, that's gonna suck.
It's going to hurt.
I don't know.
It's not going to kill you. I mean, that's why, like, they had like dozens and dozens of archers, right? They're not actually aiming those arrows from across the field. They're trying to rain them down on you so you can't dodge them all. Oh. That's why one of the many reasons that Legolas's character is ridiculous. Remember the part where he surfs down that elephant thing on a shield?
That was rad.
He also,
Oh,
I think,
man.
surfed on the body of an orc down like some stone steps on the at the keep or whatever it was.
I don't remember.
Hold
It's been
up.
a long time.
Yeah. Huh? I'm coming. We're just wrapping up.
Yeah, let's just wrap it up. Wrap it up. We talked about Jimmy's earlier, so let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap this bitch
This
up.
has been episode 115 of the Beefy Boys Bud Club, and we'll see you knuckleheads next week.
Bye-bye.